Rachel Shebesh, nominated MP, is here with us. Thank you very much for making time. You are among those MPs today. What is the revolt about?
It's about having the decision of who will be our presidential candidate and running mate reversed for us, because we believe it's a reversal. I think it's been very clear to everybody who has been discussing the TNA-URP coalition, which culminated in our rally in Nakuru, that our position for presidency and for vice presidency or deputy president is given, is known, has been sold to the people who are the constituency where both Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto hold sway.
But then we have UDF now joining the deal.
And when UDF joins the deal and there is an agreement that a position should be suddenly given up for UDF, we say no as TNA.
But they are discussing. We have 3 people there as the principals. The Deputy Elder North MP William Ruto is going as the running mate. The rest have said they will take 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now to decide. Why don't you just let them decide? What is the problem?
The problem is that we've already sold our presidency to our people. We don't think in 2 weeks we have time to go back and sell another presidency or sell the lack of our candidate being a president. We also think it is unfair because we have seen this attempt by forces that we are not ashamed to say.
Who are they?
They reside in State House. And we keep saying this. If there is a need for Musalia Mudavadi to be a president of this country that is so forceful and is so eager that resides within State House, why not come out openly and say, this is my preferred candidate? Even in the evolution of UDF, Musalia Mudavadi, as he's even coming towards presidency, there was a tug of war between whether he had come to take over the mantle from Uhuru Kenyatta. And it didn't work. And that's why UDF has been going around the country selling their presidency. We respect them for that, and we expected that Musalia Mudavadi would keep to his word and look for presidency within UDF.
Why would you say State House, or why do you think State House wants Mudavadi?
Because we keep seeing the hand of Nick Wanjohi and the mandarins around. We will never not see it. Because until the day that it will come out openly that it is not there, when we see the hands of the Kionis and the Ritos, we still see that hand. But when we come together and we form a coalition, we think, let's be fair. If everybody must give up the positions we had already crafted before, let everybody go for a nomination process. And let that nomination process be open. Why take a document that doesn't spell out what the nomination process is? I mean, we've been sabotaged before. We know how sabotage looks even when it's coming from afar.
Are you saying that it is like almost a done deal? It's Mudavadi now?
It is a done deal in the minds of some people, but in the minds and the supporters of Uhuru Kenyatta, it is not, and it will never be a done deal.
If you're talking about selling the presidency or the person who you want to be the president, people have been talking about the presidency rotating in one region. Does Musalia Mudavadi solve that? And also the issue of the ICC cases when they say it's not good for the suspects to run.
You know, it has taken us a month to take away this myth. That is why we have been working with URP. We have been engaging with many other parties like New Ford Kenya we had been engaging. It culminated in an agreement that Uhuru Kenyatta will take presidency, William Ruto will take vice presidency. It took 2 weeks for us to go to the ground and get that buy-in from our people. Overnight, if you decide that Uhuru Kenyatta is now a Kikuyu and therefore he cannot be president, let that be your propaganda tool in the way you want to win votes, whoever you are. But it's not working with Kenyans, because Kenyans, and when I say Kenyans, I'm not saying Kikuyus, I'm saying Kenyans. If you look at the spectrum of TNA support across the country, I am assuring you Kenyans are saying they are ready to elect Uhuru Kenyatta, and they are ready to elect William Ruto as his deputy in a fair process.
In the next 2 weeks, they'll tell us who the preferred presidential candidate will be. What if it is Mudavadi? Then what with TNA?
Then it will be a rather unfortunate because I am sure they are hoping that Uhuru Kenyatta will be able to put his support in a basket and deliver it.
I'm saying that because you threatened, among the MPs today, you threatened to walk out.
It is not transferable. My support for Uhuru Kenyatta is not transferable. You must convince me that you can be my president, whoever you are.
So are you among MPs who will to walk out if that happens?
I will
if Kenyatta decides?
I wait to see whether or not this
You've also been a close associate of the Deputy Prime Minister.
Yes,
Uhuru
and I know
Kenyatta,
that
politically.
and I know he's under a lot of
Pressure.
and I don't appreciate that pressure
Does
because
what
I do not see why you cannot put that pressure on those who think they must be president. Why not convince them that they first go around the country, galvanize the kind of support Uhuru Kenyatta has done on TNA? Why put pressure on Uhuru Kenyatta when for the last 6 months you've seen him grow a party, you've seen him win by-elections where everybody thought he wouldn't win, you've seen him go around the country and you've seen Kenyans respond, you have seen a party called URP agree to work with us. Why put pressure on Uhuru Kenyatta?
Does what you say and what the MPs were saying, does it have blessings of the Deputy Prime Minister?
We don't even bother to ask him because you know what? Unlike what people think, it's not Uhuru's decision. It is the supporters of Uhuru who will make this decision. It will not be Uhuru Kenyatta. And that I can tell those in State House. Don't keep calling Uhuru and threatening him. Call us because we will tell you we will not support your candidate or whoever you think you are imposing on us. But if it is a fair and free competition, and we are told we are going to a nomination process, and that is agreeable,
and if that happens, then Mudavadi wins.
and if it's sold to us and we agree and our people agree, then maybe we will talk. But so far, why I'm telling you I'm not going to answer your question is because it has not come in good faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, you were among the people spotted at the Vice President's office today in Jogo House. You and Mike Mbuvi Sonko, MP Makadara. What was that about?
The Vice President invited us for a cup of tea. We went to drink it. I have learned one thing in politics. Never be called by an important person in this country and pretend you are not going to go because you think you are very important. I can assure you I'm not more important than the Vice President. Neither is Sonko. If the Vice President wants to speak to us, it was just by luck that the media was there. I think because the Prime Minister had come from there, Hula Balu, Shebesh and Sonko. Well, we went to have a cup of tea with the Vice President. And if he calls us again, we will go and have tea with him.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nominated MP Rachel Shebesh talking to us about the disquiet in URP and TNA. Some MPs, of course, who were saying they are not okay with the suggestion that Musalia Mudavadi steps down for Uhuru Kenyatta for the presidential candidacy. Of course, that will be known in the next 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes.